Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to the first trading day of the month of February. You're all welcome to my live stream. All right, so today is basically jobless claim. So let's see. And we are starting a little bit ahead of time so that we get ourselves settled and prepare for the opportunity that the market has for us today. So if you were part of yesterday's live stream, I'm sure you would have been able to capture this sell move, which I earlier made mention that we'll be seeing volume during the interest rate and of course during the press conference. So yesterday we anticipated price to reject off this level, and of course I expected it to push higher, but of course you already know this is a new all-time high, so we are able to get the first point, and that is the point with which we saw rejection happening. And of course I was able to personally take advantage of the rejection, which I exited in my TP1 before price had to push up, and eventually we did see the volume as expected. Now price nose dive all the way to 38,100 price level. So what is the expectation for this week? Oh, sorry, for today. So this is just 4 minutes into the new 15 minutes candle, which is operating the last 15 minutes candle of this hour, which is gonna take us to the next 1 hour candle, being the 1 p.m. candle. So on US30 for now, I'm just gonna be staying low, then observing what price action is gonna print. So but if you look at this previously, so this is an area of concern. Steady, man, relax. So basically this is a zone. So you can see from this area previously, this is where we had a takeoff point for this buy. So price has tapped back into that zone, not just into that zone, but also sitting on the 38,100 level. So there is a projection that we might have a possible push upward, but of course at the same time I'm seeing a rejection around this level. So we're just gonna sit tight, observe, see what price has to do next, then of course we will decide on our direction. So this is also a level you need to pay attention to, which if we take a critical look at the left hand side, you can see that was also a resistance level in the past, right? So these are the reasons for which I am a little cautious about taking sides right now on US30. Of course this is technically, I'm yet to go fundamentally, which of course we are going to do that in a couple of minutes. So gold, so basically this is what gold is doing. So yesterday we expected this buy, and of course it gave way more than expected, then price flushed back down to this zone. So this is a rejection area, so basically this can actually be a gap that needed to be retested. So basically this is a liquidity gap for me. There is a lot of liquidity right at this point, so that is why you could see after a series of rejection right at this level. So okay, let's zone it because that is a significant area. All right, so after rejection here, we did see price smash down to retest this area, and of course there was a continuation for price to create a new high, but price flushed back into that zone. Okay, so this time around, what did we see? We did see price push. This is during the Asian session. So you can see 21, that is 9 p.m. this after the effect of the interest rate, we saw a correction back to this zone, so note how significant this area, this price level is, 2047.97 area. So price eventually came back down. Previously, what happened? We had a rejection here, price dropped. Now a second touch, price, that same area, we have a drop. So the question here is that, are we gonna see price push back up? We are yet to answer that question. So basically, before then, let me just get this area clean up so that we can see charts clearly. So basically, on gold, we're gonna step further. So this is how it looks like on the higher time frame. So if I'm tempted to put a trend line, this is how it's going to look like on the forward time frame. If I decide to readjust it, this is how it's going to look like. So it would look as if we are seeing a retest of that trend line. Okay, so but do we jump into conclusion? No. Before I'm going to look out for a sell or even a buy, I need to see price invalidate that trend line by maybe a push, a down, and this, right? But on the flip side of things, I want to see price break this retest, then of course push, and if there is still volume, we would see something of this sort. So this is basically my bias right now on gold. So I'm just going to be flat on gold at the moment. So we want to see how price reacts here. We're still some minutes away from the release, so we are having the release in the next 35 minutes. So obviously, all things being equal, by exactly 1:15, the first 15 minutes candle of the new hour, we should see some setup that will likely give us a decider effect, basically give us a pointer to which direction we should be going on gold. Remember, tomorrow is NFP, so trade wisely. All right, so gold currently flat. So oil, so yesterday we did not really do well on oil. It pushed price higher, flashed back down against us. It is fine, it's one of those things. So that is actually how oil played out for those of us that joined yesterday's live. So oil was not a good one. So now today, what are my expectations on US oil? So we're just going to go through the three pairs, look at the possible direction. What am I seeing? So this divergence looks like it's still holding. It's still in place. So but price keep creating lows. So you can see there has been a low, new lows forming, right? And apparently at this point we are seeing a double bottom. This is it right here. So the question is, are we going to see price pull up, or is this a trap? We are yet to know. So we're going to be zooming to a higher time frame at least to pick up the direction. Then of course we will be able to project what the expectation is like. So on the 4-hour time frame, we could see that price has formed rejection to the lows. The last 4-hour candle closed bullish, but though we are seeing that the intermediate trend is bearish, then of course if we are expecting bulls, where are we expecting price to terminate? Of course, this sell level, like I stated in my previous stream, was a very significant sell level there are a couple of factors that made me to identify this level as a sell level, and of course we can see what has been happening since. So on the higher time frame, trust me, I'm not going to really fall for the buys. Yesterday we tried and fell for it and we got smashed. So today I'm not going to repeat the same mistake. So basically, I'll be flat on US oil unless, of course, I'm seeing a sell opportunity before I can jump in, because on the higher time frame, it still look bearish. We are seeing series of lows being formed, even though intermediate, if you are just a single candlestick trader, you might want to go for a bull. You might say this is a retest of the 50% of this previous hour candle, and that is fine. But for me, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna flow with this trend, looking forward to see if price can dip further to at least retest this. Some people refer to this as an order block. So to test this zone, this is a zone for me for some reasons. So I'll still look out for price to drop further into this zone. That is basically what I'm going to be expecting on US oil. But of course, this likely might not happen during this live, and of course currently I am not calling out a trade here for you guys. So but this is basically overall what I'm looking out for on US oil. So today we are going to be focusing on US30 and gold. So please, if this is your first time of joining me in the live stream, let me know in the chat section. And of course, if you have enjoyed my content so far, kindly smash that like button and share for others to be a part of the stream. Thank you very much as you do that. All right, so stepping up to the 4-hour time frame, this is how it looks like. So if we want to extrapolate what is happening here, so I just extend it backward, so you can see the beauty of what just happened. So it's still giving me the idea that we are in a long-term or an intermediate term sell, considering this supply. So price has tapped into this supply. So you can see that nice move that happened previously. So I kind of feel like this is an area where price is likely to accumulate, then we might see price dropped. So the new hour candle is up. We have seen a rejection on the level here, which previously there was a rejection as well at that level. Then of course we did see price. Let's look at the timing. So we had a rejection at that level around 3:45 p.m. GMT. Then of course there was a correction, but today is 12:45 p.m. GMT. So a little, I think about 3 hours off, but of course our attention is on the level and not just what time the rejection happened. So let's see how it unfolds. Stay with me, guys. Okay. All right, so this is the index. It's back to our level. We're testing that 103.75 level. So let's see. This level has really been holding for quite some time now. 103.75. It's really been holding for some time now. So there is a probability that we are going to break out of that level. Trust me. So this is going to be next significant level. That's going to be my next significant level. Let's kindly smash the subscribe button if you have not done that already. If this is your first time of joining me in this platform, all we do is to share educational tips to guide you and make you a better trader. Of course, along the line, we drop our view for the day in as well, in as much as what trade decision we have for the day, and of course, you are obliged to engage depending on your trading based on your trading plan. Sorry. Okay, so let's take a look at the fundamental for US30. If we will have uh, an information that can give us an headway to what we should expect. Ooh, so much red. Okay, so let's pay attention. Okay, so we should see price drop further to, so let's see. So still trying to stick around for the 15 minutes candle to close, but of course, all things being equal, we should expect some sell on US30. So the close of the 15 minutes candle is going to be a determiner for me. So we still have about 6 more minutes for the 15 minutes candle to close. So basically this would be the expectation to see price drop further to test 38,074 right here. So on the 15 minutes, the previous 15 minutes low has been broken. So all things being equal, we should see price tank. So better, of course, I'm going to wait to see how the 15 minutes candle closes. I'm going to wait because this is not an aggressive entry. We should have had a sell stop below this candle, but of course we didn't do that. So today I'm a bit relaxed because tomorrow is NFP. Even if I don't have a concrete opportunity today, there is going to be an opportunity in the evening or obviously tomorrow. So it's a new month, so obviously you want to start the month with positive vibe, with some discipline backed. You don't want to be aggressive, you don't want to trade out of your plan, man. You want to put your things right, bro. So guys, it's new month. Let me know what is your expectation this month of February in your trading career. What is your expectation? Drop it in the chat section. Let's engage, even as we are waiting to see how this 15 minutes candle closes. Then of course we are going to decide what direction is going to be. Are we going to engage in the sell, or we still going to sit on the fence? So this is it on the on gold. Gold is still accumulating. So like I said, from the higher time frame, it looks more bearish to me. So even if we are looking at the 15 minutes time frame, we could see after a rejection on this zone previously, the same area with which we saw a rejection, price has been struggling during the Asian session. So you can see this is 10 a.m. GMT London session. We saw volume coming to the market. Then of course at this point, this is just an accumulation phase for me. So if I want to be aggressive, I would just be looking forward for a sell stop right here, but I'm not going to be aggressive. I want to see a candle take down this low. Then of course I want to see a healthy candle, so to say. Then of course I'm going to decide on where to jump in the trade, into the trade. Sorry. So 17 minutes to go. Jobless claims coming in. Is it going to be positive? Is it going to be negative? So looking at the index, let's try and predict the outcome of the news. Okay, so let's look at a few data and see. All right, so some rejection, price taking out this. So we need to see how many times. 1, 2, 3. All right. So basically, I'm expecting to see price shoot So if the index is gonna shoot, then of course you know what is gonna happen to gold. So basically I'm expecting to see this. Whoa, I think we are really losing out on US30. That's massive. That means we should have gone in aggressive. Should have gone in aggressive on it, and it is what it is. Should have gone in aggressive, but there's still a ample there's still ample time, so I'm not gonna rush. So now the new 15 minutes candle that we waited for is up, and it's already deep into the area with which, like, by now we would be sitting in some cool profit. It would have even been 30 pips profit if we had entered, as at the time I had identified this. But it's all good, so I'm still going to be patiently waiting to see if price would retrace before I can join. So gold, let's keep tabs on gold so that we don't miss out on gold just like we did. So basically price is still reacting within the trend line. So like I said, over a higher time frame speaks bearish. So let's look at the risk reward if we can just jump in right away. So possible 31 pips risk for a 65 pips drop. That is the anticipation. So basically looking forward to about a 1:2 risk reward. So check your broker, make sure your stop loss is above this candle. So let's see. So let's see. Wow, wow, wow. Cool 55 pips, man. That's crazy. Okay. So let's see. So, like I said, basically, I'm still looking forward for this accumulation to hold for base, and I want to see this load being taken out. So, let's see. So gold, I'm still expecting sales on gold. I want to see this low taken out. So if this low is taken out, then trust me guys, we should see price drop. And of course, you need not to be told how to manage your trade. You need to learn how to manage trade. And if you don't know, you can ask in the chat session. Then we see how best we can help you out. So US oil, like I said, I'm gonna be flat on it. So it's just doing its thing, man. So we are 10 minutes away from the news. Ten minutes away from the news. So we're just gonna give ourselves time, waiting to see the outcome of this news. Trust me, this is very painful, very painful that I couldn't take this trade. Maybe some of you guys did, but it's painful that I did not take this trade. Come to think of it, starting the month with a very nice opportunity that was not, just because I wanted more confirmation, man. So this is why some people always want to go aggressive on setups, and sometimes it pays out, but sometimes it doesn't. So imagine that, what a nice drop it has been. Nice drop it has been on US30. So let's hope gold will eventually break the low for us to see the expected drop, and at least that would be an advantage for us, since we missed out on this sweet boy. US30 has always been a sweet boy, always a sweet boy, man. So 8 minutes more, let's sit tight, hang on and enjoy the ride. Okay, I think we are now in profits on US gold. Okay, Just this is just cent, like micro pips. So mind you, we are risking 27 pips while we are aiming for 70 pips, all things being equal. So but of course this is a level to look out for, this rejection level, so which is just the boundary of this zone. So I think if we have price drop to that point, that will be a very nice TP1. So that would be more than 1:1, about 39 pips, almost 40 pips. So let's see how it goes. So 5 minutes more for the new 30 minutes candle to pop up, and that 5 minutes more for the release. Okay, basically 4 minutes. So sit tight. We are just some few pips in profits, just 11 pips in profit at the moment. So guys, like I said, this is a very good point to check profit once. Let's see, 15 pips in profits. So manage your trade accordingly. So I think it's coming back to test this low. So let's see. Manage your position, guys. We are up 20 pips. I know a lot of guys who just aim for 10 pips. So trust me, it is good to start the month with blues, man. It is good to start the month with blues. So few seconds to the release. So if you're not someone that likes to stay in news, trust me, I think I would advise for you to exit in 20 pips. But of course, the risk is on you. I'm still mourning for this move. Still mourning for that move, man. Oof. Few seconds. Okay, a minute to go. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. And don't forget to subscribe. This is your first time of joining me, so that anytime I come online, you will be notified, my friend. So seconds, and there we are. So how is it gonna be like? Are we just gonna spike down, or are we gonna spike up? Okay, so we are spiking up. So that's why I said that you should manage your position because of the news. And if you did not manage your position, sorry my friend, you have just missed out of whatever the market gave. So basically, it is not concluded that price would push higher. Trust me. This is just an early spike because there is still room for sell. If price comes back to break this low, if we see price coming back to break this low, then of course we should expect price to drop. So gold is still looking bearish for me. It's still looking bearish for me. So let's take a look at this. Oh, price ended up spiking down. Not spike, because this is not really a spike, just some move downward. So eventually US30 did a major move, but of course I didn't take that trade. I was waiting for the 15 minutes candle to close, then of course it would have been a decider for me. Then it just dropped. So was able to take 20 pips from gold, still holding on to see if there is gonna be another opportunity. So currently your goal is above the trend line. So we're still gonna observe to see how things turn out. But of course, on the higher time frame, it looks more bearish. So if we break this trend line, more bears are expected to creep in. If we break the trend line, expecting more bears. Let's look at this. Let me extend this to check out. Okay. So it looks like price is reacting on this support. So this is support, a resistant 10 support. So but either way, I'm still gonna pay attention to the sells when price breaks this trend line. If that happens, joining the buys is not in my plan at all. So apparently US30 did the new low as expected. So like I said that I'm looking forward for it to create a new low, which it has just did. It broke previous low, created a new low, almost getting to our expected targets. So US30 apparently did very well. It's just that we were not aggressive about it, and hence we could not benefit from this trade. That's the painful part. Gold that I took ended up taking just 20 pips. Man, can you believe? Leaving about 80 pips plus just for 20 pips. That's sad. Look at that. Did 90 pips. On all I could take is just 20 from gold. Alright, so the comfort here is that it wasn't a loss. And regardless, we move. So still gonna stick around to see what US30 is gonna do. So let's step up to see. Alright, so now US30 has dipped back into this zone as expected earlier. So it has given us this sell. So let me so it has given us this sell, and it is bouncing off this zone. So what we need to do is to check fundamentally to see, does it align with this zone? Does it align? Is there any alignment? Then of course, with the information gathered, just as the fundamental align for the sell, let's see if we have an alignment for the buys regarding this demand, because from this zone technically we could see that price did a smooth push towards this level and even above it all the way to 38,333 price level. So let's check it out in a GV. So still on the 15 minutes time frame. Looks like things haven't changed yet from this side of the market. Okay. So it means that gold apparently did a bounce off this zone. So it was really a wise decision to have exited from that trade. Okay. So US oil is back testing this. So like I said, even though it looks enticing, but I'm still gonna stick to my original decision unless I see a break of this level, probably a break retest, then of course we can look forward to buying to fill this range. But for now, I wouldn't just draw conclusions based on the chart pattern. So basically, we are yet to see the break as expected. So hence why gold is just flying to the north. So let's come back to our baby and stay with our baby. So let's see what happened in the next 2 minutes. The new 15 minutes candle is gonna pop open, which of course is gonna be the last 15 minutes candle of this hour. So let's see. So obviously we should see some volume by 2:30 p.m. There should be some volume coming in. And that, my friend, would be an opportunity for you. Ooh, everywhere just red, man. Of course, it's not strange for it to be red, because if we step to the higher time frame, you can see price has been so much in bulls. You can see aggressive bulls. Price has been creating new all-time highs. So it is just normal to see a nice uh, correction in price. The, especially being a new month, we should see some correction. Even if price is likely to continue bullish, at least we should see some significant correction. Maybe we might see price tap into 37,900. Maybe today is Thursday. We're still hanging on there. There had been a decent correction yesterday as a result of the interest rate. We saw a decent correction. Very nice correction right there. So on the H4, this is a demand zone. So either way, let's see what is going to happen. But trust me, if we are able to pick this buy liquidity, then we should see price push to 38,300. So let's drop down to the 1 hour. So you see, so basically that is the same area here, 38,320. So that is the expectation. So if we see a push, this should be it. So new 15 minutes candle is up. Let's take a look at the 5 minutes. So this is how the 5 minutes look like. So I think we are done with this. So let's just focus on our probable next move. So on the 5 minutes, this is how price looks like. So previously we did see a reaction here, price pushes all the way, and now we are back, price has closed above it. So if you take a look at it previously, you can see that price did not close below this line, right? And same thing has just happened. We have had price close above it, even though price tried to tap into this level that I identified, 38.75 price level. But of course, we did see that price has closed above 38.100 price level. So it's giving the notion that there is a probability that we would still see price continue bullish, banking on this zone and what happened previously. So 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes to go for the new hour candle to pop open. We have to zoom in to see things clearer so that you then end up making mistakes. Okay. Okay. Five minutes to go. So let's take a look if there is any improvement. Crazy, crazy. Let's see the guys that will likely quickly flip on the way to this guy. It's nine. So I'm going to hang on to see what 2:15, I think 2:30 we are having news. 2:45, right? Yeah, we're having news 2:45, so 2:30 would be a perfect time to look out for an opportunity. So, and that time is enough time to see if we will have confirmations for the buys. It's enough time to have confirmation for the buy. So basically, that's gonna be like 2 15-minute candle to give us a possible confirmation of whatever direction we would be going for. Even though right now it looks uh, the buys look enticing because we have strong drop, rejection, and apparently if this closes bullish within this week, within the previous week, then it's a nice setup that will serve like a morning star for price to shoot. Guys, on the 15 minutes time frame. So but all things being equal, even as nice as it may look, we're still gonna be waiting for some confirmation. Though the zone looks bullish, this entire area, but of course you can see there's been a span all the way down here. So which, if I'm to join this, let's say I'm being aggressive at the moment, if I'm to join this, let's say right now, I'm not going to use this as my SL because that would be about 89 pips. My average SL is 50 pips. That is average SL. That's what most oftenly I'm comfortable with to trade the kind of lot size I want to trade, or the lot size I'm comfortable with. So if it spans to 89, it means I have to reduce my lot size, and I'm not really a fan of always reducing lot size, unless of course maybe I'm just uh, within the rule to do so. So that would be aggressive. So meaning that if I want to be reasonable, at least this should be it, this level, and that's going to be like 62 pips, right? So which is, even though it's still above my average stop loss, but at least it is something I can risk. So but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be waiting to see how everything turns out in a couple of minutes. So you see, this is almost the same setup I just explained on the US30. So you see a sell rejection as price broke above the dojis high. You saw price push higher. So that is likely a possible setup here. And in this case, we even have more rejection to the downside. But it's always not good to jump into conclusions. You wait to see that some setups align, then of course before you take that position. So the new hour candle is popping open in the next couple of seconds. So let's check it out how the 30 minutes is closing. So this is how the 30 minutes looks like. So let's see. I hope we don't end up missing this particular one, waiting for confirmation. Let's just note that setup for review purposes. So the new the new 1 hour candle has been up, still patiently waiting. So you see now it has popped open and is driving down. So imagine we are jumping to this trade right now, there would be some panicking, but of course the expectation is for price to push high based off the zone here. So but fundamentally we are not really seeing that happening soon, so we just had to give ourselves time. So this is the first 15 minutes candle. Let's take a look at the 15. It is the first 15 minutes candle. So let's see how it eventually closes. So this is the reason I said that it's better to wait. Even though we are looking forward for a buy, it's better to wait to see how the candle closes. Then of course you can make your decision, because there are a lot of red value here. So technically might look bullish, but if the fundamental says otherwise, then there is need to be patient. So let's see if it's gonna react here. But of course, now that price has broken the previous candle's low, it broke its high and now it's looking very bearish. Even though the bias still remains bullish based on the zone, like I said earlier, that there is still room that price could possibly tap here before the actual buy, if that is gonna happen. So learn to always be patient even when you identify a direction. So we are just 8 minutes into this new 15 minutes, new hour. So let's see. So let me do this so that those who are just joining will not misconstrue. So we are looking to buy above that level. So that is the level. So 9 minutes into the new 15 minutes candle, still hanging on to see how price will eventually play out. So counting on this guy. Also on what happened previously. So US oil is good. I was flat. So the only hope right now is US30 if we would see a buy opportunity. So new 15 minutes candle is up. All right. Okay, not up yet. Okay. So if the buy gets triggered, we'll be risking about 62 pips. Looking forward to 159 pips. So the new 15 minutes candle is up. Now, let's see. So like I said, 2:30 is a better time to decide on what we are gonna be doing. So the 15 minutes looks as though this might be like a retest, but of course we are trying to count on this demand, and of course we are not in a trade yet. We are waiting for 2:30. Then of course we will see what we will be doing depending on how the whole thing turns out. So the only time this buy direction becomes a bit valid for us right now is above this level, unless of course we see a bullish close. Then of course that would be a confirmation for us to actually join the buy. So let's sit tight, give ourselves some time. We are about 13 minutes to the new uh, 30 minutes. So let's see. All right, so a minute to the new new 30 minutes candle, and trust me, price is not really behaving as expected, and the new 30 minutes. All right, I think it's about time. So now we are in. Fifteen pips, risking 30 pips. No. We're risking 62 pips. So currently 46 pips. So we have tapped this level. You can exit your position. You can exit your position at this point. 58 pips in profit. You can exit your position, man. So finally finally we're able to cash in on US30. Finally. So there's still potential that probably it will push higher. But remember, like I said, 230 is the time, and you can see exactly 230. This is it right there, 230. And we have seen this nice push right to this. So basically, if we were being aggressive, would have secured cool 100 pips at exactly around 2 minutes. Look at that. Would have been a cool 100 pips. So this is where patient pays. This is where patient pays. This is where patient pays. And it has been a good one. So for those that have stuck around until this payout moment, kudos to you. This is basically where I'm gonna wrap up for today. So at the end of the day, we have been able to secure 53 pips from that particular trade, from this particular trade, after minutes of waiting. We waited for about 30 minutes and finally we were able to secure something. So that is it, guys. So please don't forget to smash the subscribe button if you have not done that already. Like the video, and God willing, I will see you guys tomorrow. I remain your humble host, Mr. Wex.